The Lamborghini Super Trofeo North America, which is an IMSA series. He ran in the IMSA WeatherTech LMP2 category, actually won in the class at Sebring. He's driven all kinds of sports cars, and a problem for the 35. That is Jim Cox in the Ave Riley chassis that we talked about, the only one in the field.
He's sort of kind of trapped there, so he knows where to put the hammer down and try and chase him down. Unfortunately, he's got a penalty for that. And the fastest lap of the race on that last lap, a 2 minutes 11.4. That is for Dan Goldberg in car number 6.
And a problem for Goldberg.
Now spun.
Let's take a look. Oh, tight quarters indeed. Look at that. There's Naveen Rao and Wilsey by. And a problem. Looks like the 6 car spins on its own, but for Wilsey, a powerful move up the inside. I believe Lance Wilsey out in the lead now. Indeed, through Super Speedway turn 4 and into the Tri-Oval.
How cool is that? I mean, what a super enthusiast is Lance Wilsey. He's driven absolutely beautifully here.
Category, but also spent a lot of time in the European Le Mans Series. 3rd in 2018 over in the European Le Mans Series, so has a lot of experience around the world. Most importantly, in these LMP3 machines, are smart when it comes to engineering, and I was wondering if at some point in time they weren't going to start pulling reins back on some of these drivers to perhaps stretch fuel a little bit. But for Lance Wilsey, there's the answer. Gary Grossenbacher did not tell him to do a 360 coming onto the banking in turn 6.
It would mean an awful lot, because the first win is always hugely important for anybody. But for anyone, there's another spin. Is that Dave House? No.
Down in turn 1, just at the entry to turn 2, and outside the line right now, so that's good.
That's the last car on the lead lap, Dave House in car number 86. What a story, Dave. He's my hero. He's 76 years of age, if you could believe it, but you'd never know that. From Saratoga in California. He's just an all-round good guy. He's getting a little bit frustrated here if he can't find a way past Lance Wilsey. There's a mistake for the 4th place car. That's the 3rd place car of Dean Baker. He's had a grassy excursion there, and he was running just a couple of seconds behind Lance Wilsey. He was chasing that pair, Lance Wilsey and Garrett Grist. The pair of them, Grist and Wilsey, not on the same lap. Grist is a lap down, but it's a mistake there from Dean Baker. And that is David Grant is next in line in the 4th position, but he was 8 seconds back as they came across the start-finish line.
Well, for Dean Baker, when you talk about driver lineups, a problem for the 33. Wilsey beginning to wonder if perhaps he's gotten the best out of those Michelin rain tires. And as what we were saying, Austin, it's one of those deals where the racetrack changing every single lap. This is where he had the problem the last time. It's the same thing, turn 6. Comes in, gets on that slick pavement. It looks like there's sealer down there.
Yeah, around the car goes. Just carried a little bit too much speed, I think, into the corner.
He's got quite a hot shoe to hand that car over to Dakota Dickerson, who won the F4 championship. And now a problem over in the bus stop. That's the 40. That's a replay coming into the bus stop. I think Grant gets kind of checked up by the cars in front of him. Might have to get on the brakes a little harder than he wants to, and around it goes. How old are you?
21.
Yeah, they're in college and going to school, and you're going to school. It's just a different kind of class.
Definitely a different kind of class. It's a racing class.
Yeah, there'll be
it's very enjoyable.
Big learning curve, yeah, and an enjoyable one. Not so enjoyable for the 61 right now.
Set up for dry and see who's set up for rain real soon, I'm pretty sure.
What's the biggest change that you can make? Oh, and down on the ball, and that is not what you want to see.
Teammates.
God.
Goodness gracious me. Running in the 3rd and 4th position, number 40 car and the number 47. Well, that's not good news. Jonathan George, he just set in the 47 car.
Off the dry line and gets onto the paint. See the painted stripe, driver's left? And with those left side tires on the paint incredibly slick. Cannot say enough about how slick the paint is. If you think about it, like sandpaper, by the rule, you have to take the green flag on the racetrack and go past the stripe, complete a green flag lap before you can come in. So expect to see Garrett Grist, I would imagine, on pit lane this time by, and a problem for the 61 that they're going to run should be within their reach as a problem for the 11. Thomas, we talked about a newcomer to this series and really to racing, just 13 months into sport. He's done a really good job all weekend long. He gets caught out just a little bit right there. One of the best battles on the racetrack is the fight for fifth. And the scenario changes again. And it changes because of the 61 car right there. George Stakos has made contact. Debris out on the racetrack. Stakos stalled at the apex there, and that brings out full course caution. That's the apex of turn 6.
He lost 8/10 of a second to Matt Bell. The gap from second to third now is down to 2.1 seconds.
I was going to say he needs to find time because Matt Bell is there. See a problem for, I believe, the 11 who spins, staying wide, letting Matt Bell through, and Matt Bell just stay cool, calm, and collected. This is really kind of where it all gets set up. Matt Bell in the trailing 64, the 11 goes wide, so he doesn't get held up at all. It's a great shot on the bus stop, but when you look at it right there, it's about 4 or 5 car lengths